Sarah. First video into the new year, and I guess I should say Happy New Year to you. If this is the first time you're finding my channel, hello, welcome to the community, welcome to spending time with me. But if you are a familiar one, hello again, welcome back. I guess, yeah, first video for the year. This is quite spare of the moment. I wanted to just do kind of a get ready with me chit chat ramble. I don't do many of these sorts of videos, but I just kind of wanted to, I don't know, change it up a little more for me, but more for you as well too, because I don't know, I love doing really quite entertaining and subtle content, but there's never really much times where I'm able to have it just a deeper chit chat and I guess talk to you and involve you more in my life and just sort of little things that just run on my mind, because usually each video is quite planned or thought out. I never really do much spare at the moment, like kinds of things where I don't have a plan or I don't have an idea. This is just kind of whatever flows. That's what I'm doing today. So I'm just gonna start getting ready and I'm just gonna talk to you just about stuff. I never really get to do these things, so you know. But I should say, how are you settling into the new year? How is all of that going? I know for some it can be really exciting, but for others, not so much. It can kind of be like, you know how you get the Sunday scaries, people can kind of get the New Year scaries, and that's totally fine. I kind of get like that, because I'm like, there's a whole year ahead of me to do amazing things, but then I kind of get scared that I'm going to be stuck in the same place, or maybe in a place that I don't really want to be in, kind of thing. Like, over this last year, from 2024 to now, there have been some really nice things that's come forward, but there's also been a lot of things that's come to my attention that haven't really made me as happy, or just kind of where I really thought I would be. And I guess that's kind of the thing with, like, our life. There are so many stages where we can not be where we want to be yet, or sometimes we're stuck in the same place for a longer period of time and we just sort of think and go like, far out, I just want to be set somewhere else in some other stage in my life where I'm more happier. And I think me nearing 30, I turned 29 this year, I just kind of thought I would be somewhere a little bit different to where I am now. But I'm doing my best not to judge it, because, I mean, life has its different courses, and I have been in places where I have, like, planned out, like, wrote out what I'm going to do for the year and where I want to be and all of that, and trying to do that kind of, not manifesting, but just embodying, and it's completely taken a different path. So, yeah, I don't know. That's why I guess for this year, I'm kind of doing my best to just sort of not plan so much and not hold so much expectation, but still having hope and intention, I guess. But, yeah, I don't know where I was going with that. No, I don't know what I should do, if I should, like, look here or look into a mirror. I normally have my little circle mirror here, I don't have it. Well, I do, but it's up there and I can't be bothered. I'll just use this little, like, old Chanel blush mirror. I'm just going to brush out my eyebrows. This is going to be a really chill makeup look today, so just hang on. This little tiny ass brush, it's the only little spoolie that I've got to do my eyebrows, so you know, you make do. Also, forgive me, I am not the best at multitasking. Like, I find it really difficult to sort of do two things at once. So I'm gonna try and talk and do makeup see how we go. Like, I can talk, but if I'm talking about deep conversation, sometimes my mind can just sort of like lose track of what I'm doing because I'm doing something else, kind of thing. But yeah, I guess if I was to ask you, how did you feel about 2024? How did you feel about the last year? Was 2024 good to you, or do you wish it went a little bit different? Just have a think about that, because I'm always just curious on just how people's lives are going, and maybe what are some things that you learned, what are some things that you want to still do, or what are some things that you want to change for the new year coming. I don't know, I really care about the mental health of people. The mental health and emotional health of people are really important to me, as well as their physical health. So that's why I ask, because I just want to check in with you. I'm gonna do my eyebrows as best as I can with this tiny mirror. Nothing special, I don't want to go crazy. I never like doing big things with my makeup too much. My hands are so shaky. I'm getting there. Okay, I think that will do. Just something a bit basic. I think that's alright. It's not bad. So I guess reflecting on 2024 for me, because I don't really get to share too much with you. I've always wanted to do a kind of video where you can kind of get to know me a little bit more. I've done a Q&A before, but it was just more specific questions that people wanted to know, but I've never really kind of sat down, I guess, and just spoke a little bit about my life and maybe things that I'm working on or that I'm experiencing, so I can just be a bit more vulnerable with you, because I feel like that's the way that you can just build deeper connection with people, is just sharing from your heart and maybe just sharing some things, because you never know what might connect that invisible string together. Look, to be honest, I think since 2020, which I feel like for a lot of people, 2020 has been a big shift, whether it's in a positive way or a not so positive way. For me, it's been quite a slow process, from 2020 me being really anxious and quite sick for a while. I had really bad gut issues in 2020 and really bad anxiety and panic attacks where I just completely did a 360 of my own identity of like who I was, because I was so unwell. And then kind of going through job changes and how I saw the world and everything, it's kind of brought me to where I am today, which I'm grateful, but also I kind of wish that life was a little bit different as well. So to be honest, making this YouTube channel was one of the best things I ever did in 2024. I am so grateful that I bought a mic, which originally this mic was meant to do a podcast. I was actually going to do a podcast and talk about goodness, I guess mental, emotional well-being. I was gonna talk about health and nutrition, mindset, wellness, spirituality, all those sorts of things, whatever came to mind. And I just wanted to make that space where I could talk. And I guess the ideas were there, but it never came into fruition. But I always knew that I liked ASMR, and it was at the back of my head to be like, could you create a channel? And so one day I just thought, why don't I just do a channel for fun out of my own interest? And so I did, and it was one of the best decisions that I made, because I stuck to it and I So I'm so grateful they took that step. The reason I was going to do a podcast was kind of an extension on my health coaching online presence on Instagram. If you don't know, as my background, I think I shared a little bit in my previous video, but I'm a life coach and a health nutrition integrative coach, and I have an online presence which is not active at the moment, but I have an online presence on Instagram. If you want to find me there, it's just mindfullyy.sarah, and I used to just share videos on helping women with anxiety, with stress, nutrition and all of that. And I thought for a long time that that was going to be my be-all end-all, that was going to be a career for me and it was going to take off. It just didn't turn that way, and it took me a long time to come to terms with that. And I think I properly let go of that idea towards the start of this year and just put my hands into my own trust and faith of knowing what to do next, which I decided to create this channel, and I decided to let my mind wander of what does Sarah want to do, which can be very scary for a lot of people, trusting themselves on what to do with their life, especially if you don't feel very confident in yourself of trusting what you want to do. Like if you're anything like me, I tend to listen to what a lot of other people suggest and do because I feel like they know more than what I do sometimes. And sometimes if they're older, I'm like, okay, no, they're right. They know what's best for me. But I can struggle, like I still do, but I struggled more in the past, like believing in myself and believing what thoughts and feelings came to me that I should fall through with that. And I guess ASMR was the one thing where no one suggested the idea to me, and it came so naturally that I just kept doing it because I loved it. And if you're a person that tends to sort of lack or struggle with a bit of trust in yourself, if there is something, and this is coming from me, a message from me to you, if there is something that speaks to you, it can be the tiniest thing. But if you are interested in it, or you're interested in researching into it, or just investigating or trying it, please do it. Please, it can be anything. You never know what that can help you figure out and understand about yourself. And I know it sort of seems easier said than done, but also not really, because if you don't tie a big expectation to it, but you're just staying curious and like, you know what, let's just sort of, if I want to try out this sort of area or field, why don't I just research about it and see what comes up in my mind? Or you could surround yourself with people who are into that, or just kind of get yourself curious about the area or field that you want to do. Even if you're wanting to be a creator similar to me, just sort of immerse yourself around in it and just ask yourself questions and feel into it. Like imagine yourself doing things like that, and if it makes you feel happy, it's kind of already a sign for you to take a leap forward to see more and learn more, because you never know. I still have not gotten into any more makeup. This is what I mean. I struggle to talk and do makeup at the same time. And even if you think that, like, how do I put this? Sometimes it's really hard to trust and believe in yourself if you don't, okay? And that's okay if right now you don't believe in yourself in doing what you want to do. Because sometimes you just need one person to believe in you to do it. And I'm very much a person like that, because I don't have the most supportive family. My family dynamic, like, I don't want to share too much, but it's not the healthiest dynamic. I'm definitely, as they say, the black sheep of the family, where I am very aware of my family's nature and the dynamic where it's just not a healthy space. They don't see it, but I see it. So I'm kind of that little chain breaker that's just trying to live life a little bit differently and more in harmony and more healthy. So I don't have a huge support system, but my boyfriend Matt has been my core and my rock, and he really helps me to believe in myself. And I want to be here for you to believe in yourself. So if there is something that you want to do for yourself, whatever it may be, I believe in you. I do. I believe in you. And I want you to take this as a sign for yourself that you've got someone who's behind your back and helping you move forward. I really, really, really want to do that. I know I may not know you, and I know you don't know me, but this is confirmation that I want you to go do what makes you happy, even if you're really nervous and you have all this doubt about things, because I've been there. I still can't get there, but I'm telling you, just having one person to believe in you can change your entire life. It really can, even if it's, feeling like it could even be just a day's worth of that to make you do something different, even if the next day doesn't feel as good. I'm gonna put my mascara on now. We'll try to just a simple makeup look today. But I am quite excited about where this channel's gonna go. I have no idea where, but I feel really at ease doing this compared to when I was doing coaching. Because I mentioned I was a coach. Coaching was really amazing and very rewarding, but it's really stressful, and I've got a tendency to get very involved in people's lives if they share and open up with me. Like, I get very attached, that it was just too much to work with, because I was trying to, I guess, do the right thing and help them, but sometimes I would stress myself out that I just wasn't helping enough or saying or doing the right thing. So it really took me down on a not so good toll, despite it being really rewarding, and I was quite helpful. Look, coaching is still a part of my heart. What I shared even before, that's my own leg of coaching and sharing, and inspiring, but doing it on a one-to-one level was quite challenging, which it would be. I really empathize with therapists and psychologists and even social workers or anyone that's with the mental health and emotional health of people. It's not easy. It's not. And especially to manage your own at the same time, because we all aren't perfect. We have stuff going on in our lives. It's a lot. Seriously. So yeah, I guess having this channel was quite nice to shift into, and I just really enjoy it. It feels easy, it feels natural, and I still get to talk to a community with you, and it's just very wholesome. I really like it, and it feels more freeing. I get to do different forms of content, and it's relaxing, and I still get to bring that value to people, which is what's important to me, and I get to bring entertainment. So that's nice, and I get to be myself, and I get to talk, which I love talking so much. which is the fear of being sick, like throwing up sick. I don't even like saying it, but I do, and I've struggled with that since I was younger. And I also am a huge germaphobe. That's always been quite natural a part of me as well. And since COVID and the years following that, it has gotten really bad, to the point where it started to impact my life and my social life. And I don't know how deep I want to go, but it's to the point where it's enabling tendencies that I don't like it's jarring me of opportunities. It's making me get more in my head, and it's just making me not trust the world and people as much as I want to. And I really miss that part of me. It's been a huge struggle. If you know anyone, or if you yourself have quite like a sickness phobia, or even just phobias like in general, it's really hard. Particularly sickness phobia is hard because it's something you can't avoid, or it's something like where if you're exposed to it, it doesn't really go away. To some people it goes away, but not really. You just kind of tolerate it and learn to deal with it. But anyway, it's something I've struggled with for years. Sorry, there's a truck. It's something I've struggled with for years, and it really hinders me going out there in the real world and connecting with people again. Not to say that I don't mingle with people, but I'm very selective on where I go, what I do, and I have my own like toolkit to keep me feeling sane, but it just doesn't feel very healthy to me, and it's really keeping me in like a closed box, and I don't like it. But yeah, it really does impact me. I have gone to a therapist for this, but it just has not worked in the way that I've liked. So I'm kind of in this field of working that out, of getting comfortable again and rebuilding my confidence in the real world, and trying to trust people and keep myself safe from sickness, but also not letting it rule my life. It's a very complicated situation. That's a really big field to anxiety that I experience. But yes, there's a lot of trauma around that, so that's something I want to fix. But that's been a huge part to my last year, is like trying to step out and not be so fearful of sicknesses. And this also goes for like COVID and colds and flus and things, and this is the most intense it's ever been. I used to have it quite managed, but since COVID it's skyrocketed. Like, if I can be real and honest, I religiously always wore a mask everywhere that I went, besides like, someone's house or whatever. But whenever I went out in public, I wore a mask everywhere, and this was like, I'm talking about up until the start of last year. And this year, I guess I'm proud that I literally don't wear masks barely at all anymore, unless I don't feel safe in a situation where I can tell some people sound sick, or I just want to secure myself from not getting sick. Now look, to some people, they can be like, well, look, you're doing the right thing for yourself, like you're being safe, but sometimes it's not really about what it looks like on the outside. Like on the inside, such a different world where I can really ruminate, and it's just what goes on in here that makes it really stressful, because I'm in a state of like severe avoidance and anxiety of I don't want to get sick. It's an awful phobia to have. If you know, you know. But yeah, that's one area that I guess this year I really want to work through a little bit better, and it's slowly getting there. It's not perfect, but I'm making some moves, and I'm proud of myself, despite I can struggle to be proud of myself too, because I want to take bigger steps in what I'm doing, but I need to meet myself where I'm at. And I guess that's the thing as well. Sometimes we pressure ourselves to be be in a certain place when we're not there yet, and it's okay. And it's sometimes just the little things that still mean something. And I mean, my partner, Matt, I'll just refer him as Matt. You know, Matt told me yesterday all the really good things that I've done, you know, trying to evolve past the phobia, or at least, you know, working towards a better lifestyle with that. You know, he told me of all the wonderful things that I've done, and I was struggling to sort of see it as an accomplishment. But when I sit here and think of it, it is like all the little things I've done to get out of my comfort bubble and shell. Because I'm telling you, like, this sickness phobia stops me from traveling, stops me from getting extra work on the side, and just mingling with people and trusting and all of those things. It's another world. It really, 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 really is. But yeah, I'm doing the best I can. Best I can. I think I might do just lipstick. I won't do blush today. Love this. Mentioned this so many times. This is the Rem Beauty BH lip oil. Incredible. Love this. I've gotten through halfway almost. I've only had this for 2 months, I think. Yeah, about 2 months. But you'll see there's nothing on my lips right now, and you're gonna see it change. It's changing. But yes, that's one area of life that is a struggle, which that affects so many other things. But yeah, I forget where I was gonna go after that. But yeah, I guess that's, yeah, one deep struggle. It links to other things, but yeah. And then I guess the other thing is, like, I really want to step into doing something else for myself that I love. I've really been considering getting into acting, which is something I really want to do, like, not as a full-on career kind of thing, but just, you know, on the side. But I think my phobia and fear of sickness impacts me of that. And then also, you know, my health is, like, it's pretty well means, but I've struggled a lot with my digestive health for the last 4 to 5 years now, and it's been this slow progress where it's gotten better and better. But there's just so much anxiety about, you know, functioning with that in, like, a job or a certain place, and being like, there's a lot up here that I need to work through. And I guess I want this year to be a place for me to sort of take baby steps to work through that, because ultimately I want to be happy, and I want to do things that make me happy and that flourish for my own soul, because I feel like I've just kept myself very small and make myself feel quite trapped in things. But as well, at the same time, like, I don't have the greatest support system. I've only really got Matt, and I mean, his family is, you know, quite nice and quite good, but I guess it's like Matt's the only one that kind of really understands me, of what I'm feeling and what I'm going through. And I've only got one friend that's all the way in Canada. I don't have any, like, close friends that I can talk to and confide in. Like, I'm full serious. Like, you know how there's people who go, oh, like, I don't have any friend to talk to, but they've got friends. Like, I don't have any at all. Like, I just don't. I did, but we just weren't aligned on the same kind of path, and they just weren't as supportive, and it just wasn't a healthy dynamic. You know, and I guess we chat with friends, they can be chapters in our lives, and that's fine. I'm at peace and harmony with that, but it's hard. So yeah, I guess that's why it hasn't been so easy. So look, 2024, what can be crafted and created from this. I mean, one day, I don't know, but it'd be so cool if I was able to do like merch one day, or like create a perfume, or like a little nourish nutrition bar or something. Like, there's many things that I want to do in my life, which does make me excited for future years, but I guess it's just working with what I've got now, and who knows what could happen, you know. It's nice to have a bit of dreamland involved in life, especially when things don't look so bright. It can keep you hopeful. But I guess for yourself, what things do you want to work towards, or what things would you like to bring into your life, or move away from, or evolve from? I'd love to know if you want to share it as well, of course. But yeah, deeply, like, I just want to be able to build a connection here with you, and just kind of be that internet bestie, best friend. Really, I do. I just wanted to make a comfortable space where you can just connect with me, and I can bring you joy, and just a comfortable space, you know. That's the goal. That's the goal. And like, look, can I just say to those who have stuck around my channel for a while, I seriously thank you, and I thank you to anyone who comments, who likes, who takes their time to watch my videos. It really means a lot more than you think. Look, to be seen online it's something quite daunting to me, but also very inviting and healing to me. Being seen is something people can get very scared of, and putting yourself online is really not easy. Some people think, oh yeah, it's simple, but really, if you struggle a lot with trusting and seeing yourself online, like now, and like, you know, broadcasting that to people, it's not always easy to do. But something drew me to this space to try it and put myself out there, and I wanted to do that despite being terrified sometimes. But this community that I've built here, there is just something that feels really like a warm cuddle. I can't explain it, but all of you are so friendly and so nice, and of course I'm going to come across some different sorts of people that might not be very nice, and that's okay, it's part of life. But just, I admit, it's really nice to see, you know, some of you that regularly comment, or, you know, like, those little things mean a lot to me, and I always do my best to get back to you and respond. I always want to make everyone feel seen, because I like to feel seen, despite it being really scary. So that's one thing I always want to hold forward with this channel, is that people who comment, I really want to make that effort to interact with you, because that's really important, and it's just what builds a beautiful connection and trust as well, you know. Because I know some people don't even respond back to their comments on their videos, and I'm one of those people where I actually want to. I don't feel obliged to, I want to. So yeah, if you ever comment on my videos, I'm gonna get back to you. I mean, look, if there is a video that happens to go viral, I will do the best I can in general. I actually think on my Instagram page there was a reel that went viral, and there was so many comments. It was like I did like a small intestine meridian exercise thing, and there was so many comments, and for real, I would do my best to get back to every single one. It could have even been like, if someone did a comment of 3 hearts, I would get back to them and acknowledge them, you know, and do the best I can. You know, so yeah, just meaningful comments mean a lot to me. They really do. Look, sometimes there are comments that are just, you know, interesting, which I still like to acknowledge sometimes, depending. But when it comes from the heart comments, you know, where people take their time to write, and or even just comment emojis and things, that really means a lot to me. It makes me really, really, really happy. But hey, even if you're not a person that likes to comment on videos and you're just a silent watcher, that still means a lot to me too. Being seen and being supported just really, really heal me, because I really don't get that much from my family. Like, my family So to have a community back me on that is really sweet, and it sits in my heart in ways you can't imagine. Like if I think enough into this, it can make me cry because, it's so nice to know that there are people out there who can share love to one person, and just to know that I can make a difference, it'll make you happy or something, just means a lot. I'm sorry if I'm like rambling on and on, but I guess this is a video ramble and I'm doing the best I can. But seriously, yeah, thank you. So look, if you stick around and you hang around with me, who knows where this channel can go and where things can go, but I really want to bring different things this year. I don't know what it's going to look like, but I'm going to just take it with my little wand here and move it through. You never know. I've only done 3 items of makeup. I just got mascara, this, and I'm sweating in my room. I've got my cooler on, but it's so hot. I'm wearing this little satin number. It's actually really cute, but I feel like because I've been like sitting with like my arms down and it's hot, I feel like I'm sweating. And that's the thing about satin clothing, is like you can just start to sweat. Yeah, I've already started to sweat here. This is great. But also as well, I wear a natural deodorant. This one here is called No Bong, and it's an all-natural anti-deodorant. It's bicarb free. It's made in Australia. Because I'm really into like natural ingredients in my main body care that I use. Because I just want to support my health and detoxification, and yeah, I'm very into gut health and nutrition. It's not a strict lifestyle. Like I used to be very on point into it. Now I'm kind of in the moderate where I really care about my health, but I also want indulgence and enjoying. But I've noticed a huge difference with my hormones and my periods as well with using natural deodorants, because sweating is actually very good for detoxification. And as women, it's good for our hormones to actually sweat. It's healthy to sweat, despite it's not a nice thing to sweat, but it's a very natural bodily process. But yeah, when you get moments like these where you sweat a little bit, it's not fun, but it doesn't smell, which is good. But it's got really beautiful ingredients in here. It's got coconut oil, magnesium hydroxide, diatomaceous earth, beeswax with all natural fragrances, which is organic essential oils. It's got orange, sweet, vanilla, lemongrass, cedarwood atlas, bergamot, lime, frankincense, ylang ylang, and geranium. So that's what I use, but it's just hot. And I just don't want to put my cooler on, too loud so you can hear it. Anyway, I was meant to show you the top and I took like 5 minutes to talk about that, but this is the top, like this. So yes, a little bit of sweat, but it's fine. It's all natural, it's fine. But this is from Glassons, but I got it last year, and I got it in a lavender purple as well, but it's just like this kind of thing, and then it's got like this little tie at the back. It's like this. Yeah, that's kind of the outfit that I got. Got black shorts and I got sandals, which I've got a really bad sock tan at the moment where my feet are just like white, and then I've got like an ankle sock tan. That's what I'm wearing. And then I was thinking I might do some earrings, make it a little bit interesting. Sorry, I'm like really thirsty. And sometimes, like when I drink, I do a thing with my tongue where like I don't make it affect the lipstick. I feel like if you're a girl, you know if you wear lipstick, but this one ear. These are so pretty. I think I got these from Big W. Really quite cheap. But yeah, they got like these 3 little pearls. But they're just very pretty, you know. So let me try and do this again. I find this ear a little bit more like difficult to kind of get an earring in. Okay, there we go. Yay. There we go. I probably won't have my hair out today, but usually I would. And then I would have it like behind my ears. Like that. Pretty. But no, not today. Because it's very hot. Just hang on. I haven't chosen a fragrance for today. Because I literally had a shower, got changed, then sat down. So, for fragrance today, I'm thinking I might do Thank You Next by Ariana Grande, or maybe Moonlight, or I might mix. Ooh, actually, maybe. Hang on. I'm gonna do a scent combination. I'm gonna do Thank You Next, and Sabrina Carpenter's Sweet Tooth. This is the 30ml. I got not 250 mils. I got 2 big of the 75 mils. For Christmas, I bought it for myself. But originally, I just had the 30ml because that was the only one they had first a few weeks beforehand. But yeah, so I'm gonna actually do a mix of those. Look how big this one is. This is the one that Matt got me for Christmas. I'm obsessed with this. I'm actually thinking of there's a website that ships to Australia where it's got the Thank You Next 2.0 because I really want to smell that. But I don't know. I know that one that came out in 2021. Is it still safe to buy perfumes that aren't really kind of being like, is the Thank You Next 2.0 to those who are in America and overseas, do they still make Thank You Next 2.0? Because I just want to know that I'm buying a perfume that's still being made, because I don't want it to be like expired or anything. But let me know because I want to try that. So I'll do some of this. I won't do my best to spray it on the top because kind of, you'll see it. These satin tops are very sensitive to like sweat perfumes. Like it just, you know, you'll just see everything. I love the smell of that. And then Sabrina Carpenter's Sweet Tooth. It's like a little. Okay. Oh my god, that smells like a vanilla ice cream or something. So good. Oh yeah, that's nice. That makes Thank You Next a lot creamier and a lot, like, not sweeter, but just this very softness and creaminess. I really like that. I'm so sorry. Highly recommend these two together if you have them. But yeah, I might maybe end the video roughly around here. I just don't want to take so long. It's already 50 minutes. But I really hope that you enjoyed this video today. Something different. Let me know if you loved it. And yeah, but I'm looking forward to all the new videos this year coming. I just thank you for being here and thank you for watching today. okay? If you love ASMR and you've been loving the content on my channel, or you want to see more of this, be sure to click subscribe, 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 subscribe. Okay, and I'll see you very, 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 very soon. Thank you for listening to me.